Stream ba-dum ba-dum bum.
You stream dibba-dibba-dim.
Stream ba-dum. He's streambling.
You streambling.
Yoink.
Yeah, that's the simplest fun thing I like.
The double.
It doesn't even have to be double. You can chain as many as you want, and they feed into each other and keep themselves running. So you can just run back and just take out anything that you need.
Mm-hmm. Cheery, I don't like how close together this ore and copper patch is. That's going to get obnoxious later.
Well, yeah, but later on we have electronic ones that do it for us. We don't have to care about.
And there you noticed me? Notices you. Hello?
Who are we noticing?
Toxic Error. A name which I always want to say Toxic Terror to. It's not Toxic Terror. Did you say later on we'll get...
Electric ones. Electric miners.
Later on? Cheery. We're already halfway there. I've built a boiler.
Yeah, I didn't say electricity. I said electric furnace, electric miners.
Cheery.
You've got to research those. You've got to research those first.
You don't got to research shit, baby.
I'm so used to playing modded.
She for gore. You said it in Seb's stream before, lol? I would never be Small Sabella. In disguise. With a mallet sneaking up behind you. About to choke you out.
Imagine being a stinky Seb.
I miss Seb. I messaged him today like, hey, do you want to play this game? And he was like, I don't have a computer. And I was like, oh.
Oh.
And I messaged him back saying, gay ass.
Let's not have the art scene open because the art scene is currently my nude body.
Ooh.
From when I was doing some of the model
What that body do, baby girl?
It do me trying to like draw clothes on myself.
Bitch, I put clothes on myself. I don't know how you be drawing them. Hiya, bro. How's he doing though? I think he's doing pretty well. I think. God, I'm a shit friend. I really haven't asked. It's like Sabella's not on stream anymore? Oh, dead to me. No! That ain't it. Wow. I'm a good person, I promise.
Wow.
You mean fourth and first? No, forward and onward. Are you? I'm sheep. Cherry, come over here one sec. You ever have one of those weird mental problems? Oh, that was a kind of dumb question, I know you. Hey, Cherry, can you come out here one sec?
Wow, you really gonna do me like that?
Akito! Hang on, let me count. Toxic Terror. And then... Yeah, it makes you forward again. Jerry.
Okay, now I'm back. Now I'm awake.
Come over here, finesse little bit. I need to ask you a very serious but very real question. Can you show me how you're supposed to set these up again? It's like I just can't fathom it. I don't remember.
What I normally do.
I built one of fucking these too.
Good, because we need one of those. Although, what I'll probably do is let's shift them up one so they're in line with it.
Guess what I found out? Did you find out that I'm actually your father? Like in Star Wars plot twist? Spoilers. Spoilers for one of the most well-known plot twists in media.
Normally, I do this. So 1, 2, 3. And then down the middle,
You put the power
conveyor
lines?
belt. No, down the center of here, the conveyor belt with the coal on to feed into
Okay.
the boilers. And then between each of the groups, the reason I've left this line here is that's where they put the power line. So like putting
Wait,
a power line sort of in the center of each of these bits catches all of the power.
it turns out the dude I was talking to was a known chaser in the servers I found him in. What does a chaser mean?
Oh,
I
it's
don't.
usually it's either to do with chubby chasers, which is chasing people, chasing girls that are fat, or trans chasers.
Oh.
It's one of the
Oh.
reasons why dating as a trans person is like horrific. Because like, do you actually like me, or are you just interested because of the wrong reasons?
I have something similar where I've been like in groups before, and like I've just had guys.
Like this. This is what I meant.
Okay, so
And
what's the
that way we can have inserters taking from the belt directly into the
so
boilers.
what's this get for?
That gap is where we put the power line.
Okay, okay.
So you just put like a small power line in between each one. Do I have the stuff
Before
for
you had a chance,
them?
hey, don't worry, you just keep doing you, and like good things are gonna come your way.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. It's pretty bad. It's not the end of the world.
Like, there's always going to be people like that out there,
Yeah, sadly.
but you've managed to find out about it before anything happened.
True. Like
So
you could have been like
before,
balls deep in a relationship.
yeah, it could have been one of those ones where you've spent months talking to each other and you've invested a bunch of your time, and then you find out and realize, oh god, I've wasted so much of my life.
Yeah, that would have been fucking horrific. Like, pat yourself on the back. You made it out the good ending. I mean, it's a pretty bad ending still, but it's still a good ending of the bad ending. Could be a worse ending. It hurts. It's gonna, but don't you worry. Like, you're gonna get better and you're gonna be, like, taking it in stride in a day or two. Only terms confused me, like now Chase has 2 terms. Now I'm confused. That's the age getting to you. It doesn't get any easier. I like the deathly silence.
I can confirm.
Cheers, my resident old people. You have yourself up as a PNG.
I have myself up as a PNG. Maybe I think you deserve more than one of me.
Oh,
Or maybe I clicked the wrong thing.
Cheaper.
There we go.
You back? I can't sleep now. Dang right you can't. Come over here, look. I want to squeeze you like a teddy bear. I will squeeze you like a puny teddy bear. You'll make noise similar to. To be fair, Keto, you waiting until you transitioned wouldn't have changed the fact this guy would have, like, this guy would have felt the same way either way, you know? And he would have still existed like this. You searching for, like, love wasn't the problem. It was this guy being a cunt.
Yeah, and that's the thing you got to remember. This is never... Whenever things like this happen, it's not on you. It's the other person that's being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
I get the reaction to, like, immediately beat yourself up about it, but trust me, you're not, like, in the wrong or anything. Like, we're all here ready to go and kick the shit out of this guy for you.
Yeah, very much so. You never apologize for being you. If that is one thing I drill into the people that I know and care about, is never be
Are you
never
drilling
apologize
people?
for being you. Someone don't fucking drill you. You Ben. I mean, what? I'm purely innocent. I am innocent. Can't prove anything.
I know what you did last summer.
The same as I did this summer. Nothing. Melt.
Yeah.
Melt in the heat while having way too many fans aimed at my face.
Can you do some Elmo impression for me?
Some Elmo impression.
Yeah, I just want to hear a la 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 Jimmy. Don't do that ever again. No, you can stop now.
No.
No, please stop. Please stop. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I'm behind you.
I don't like Elmo anymore. I didn't like Elmo before. He's a stupid little fucking red bitch. Not that him being red has anything to do with it. You know what's weird?
Elmo for people.
I didn't even fucking pick up Slaughter Me Street.
You know, I've got it sitting there. Was it My Friendly Neighborhood or whatever it was called? The one with the basically evil Sesame Street.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have it on the wish
Stretch.
list, but it's one of those things. It's one of those
Stretch
things.
and hydrate,
I'm like, do I have to? I do. That's not fair. Well,
why isn't it fair, bitch?
Why do you do this to me, Ezzy?
Ezzy is not dissimilar from Elmo. Not in terms of, like, Ezzy, but in terms of, like, characters.
Drinker's drunk.
Drinker's drunk. Drink and drive, don't drunk.
Don't drink and drunkle.
You got called a fanboy when you streamed? You streamed? Congratulations. I didn't know you did that. Welcome to, confusion.
Welcome to the life of stream, yeah.
Welcome to the feelings of confusion, obligation, and, stress. Self-doubt will now be installed into your body.
You'll now question everything you do. You'll keep on saying to yourself, can I turn this into content?
Gonna use this patch, bitch?
Well, it's just going to save a lot of the...
I just wanted to start down there because I didn't want the hassle of dealing with, like, the copper call territory later. It's gotta be a trans woman dating site somewhere. As much as, like, that sounds like a good idea to me, the problem is that people... It feels like somewhere that people would hate raid.
It's either going to be a place of the hate raid, or also it's going to be where chasers are drawn to.
Yeah. I mean, I know this is going to sound weird, right? Grindr, in my area, has had some pretty good, like, trans representation.
Not in my area. The one time I've actually been on there, it was one of those, oh, I feel very out of place moments. Granted, this was like 6 or 7 years ago now when I last bothered with that. You know, back when I still gave a shit about all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like the one. Granted, I'm not in a very big
I'm
area.
It's so big. Area's so big. You have a childhood teddy bear, you had a stuffed Elmo. If this day. It affects me on a neurological level, I think, because despite being an adult, I sound like a demented Muppet. Based demented Muppet. I wish I had demented Muppet voice. You're on Grindr for less than a minute. I hadn't even set up a profile and people were already messaging me. It scared me. Oh yeah, I mean, you gotta think people are only on there for one. I'll say this about Grindr: it's the most honest website I've ever seen in my life.
Unlike Tinder, where we're a dating site and everyone knows no.
We're a dating site, but it's a fucking Colosseum. No, I'll say this: Tinder is genuinely a dating site, right?
But no one uses it properly as a dating site.
See, I'll say too. I think people do use it as a dating site, which is also a problem. Don't do that. But one of the main problems with Tinder is that it's a battleground because of the way the algorithm works. If people don't like you, you won't get liked more, and then since you're not being liked more, people won't like you, and therefore you get buried in the algorithm. It's like a fucking Colosseum fight trying to get matches.
Yeah, it's basically the same as streaming.
Yeah.
You gotta have people watching you and liking you, otherwise no one else will see you and get to watch you and like you.
You need more gay friends? I mean, you've got me, Pickle. I'll be your gay friend. I'm actually pan, I think, but I think I don't give a fuck anymore sexual. Like, I'm whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. It's like, I don't actually care personally now, but at some point there's going to be someone that I'm like, yeah, I can put up with you. Yeah, we're the same kind of weird.
Do. Anyway, I automated the call plant.
Concrete production, that is a lot of these things we are not going to need for a while. Is that what I'm thinking it is? It is.
Here's the thing. Like, I'll be the first person to say it. I think it's entirely possible you can find, like, love and a meaningful relationship on Grindr. I think Grindr gets a lot of bad representation. And, like, rightfully so, because Grindr can be a real shithole. BRB someone shitting on the PS1 startup sound? Oh, you mean a shitty sound? No, I think that Grindr is a cesspool for sure, but I genuinely think, like, in terms of gay being, it is the best place out there. A, everyone's gay. Big W. B, you can get a lot of very easy sex. Boom.
That is true.
No, but seriously though, like, it's got a lot of, like, good options. It's just so heavily overloaded with ads. You're at the point where you'll date a tree if it makes the first move. Starts making creaking sounds. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right.
This is what I have. Granted, we can't use most of it yet.
An actual romantic relationship, not just a fuck buddy. Hey, every day it's getting closer. You know what I mean? Love like that will surely come your way. I could build the second furnaces, I just don't want to. We don't have the power. We don't have the power needs.
That's the.
Do you want to automate iron while I go and, like, buff up, like, the coal field? I'll get a.
Putting in the first of my.
What do they call it? They call it buses. Can you explain the bus to me?
The bus is essentially a lot of conveyor belts down together, So I normally do them in groups of 4.
Papers, Please, Sheeper. Oh, hang on. And Archdarchka. Fuck. What else am I supposed to fucking pass? My citizen card. And then, like, I used my thumb to cover up the expired, like, date on the end of the citizen card.
But this is how I normally set them up. So 4 and 4.
Mm-hmm,
And all it would be is, say, depending on how big the factory is, the first 2 might be for iron plates. The second 2 will be for copper. And then you might have 1 for electronic circuits, 1 for whatever. And just basically each belt in the line will have its own thing attached to it. And then what you can do further down is, say you might have an area where you want to make conveyor belts. And then all you would do is you'd split off, you'd split off one of them. You'd have a splitter. So you'd split off one of your iron belt ones. So it takes off half of the iron, which will go to making your belts.
That feels like a pain in the ass, and I'll leave that to you.
It is one of those things. It can be a pain in the ass. I mean,
Here, Cheerio, let me help you get started over here. You ready? There you
go. Thank you.
I'm the magnanimous little plate gremlin. The magnificent, magnanimous plate boy. Plates? Oh, crunch. Wait, is Azzy still here? Crunch, munch, ceramic plates. It's about the texture that my mind, like, pictures when Azzy's like, fuck crayons. No, Azzy!
Stop eating them, Azzy. They're not good for you.
Every day, it's getting closer. It's a pretty grass. Maybe I'm just mad at Azzy because Azzy's unlocked like a cheat code. Eat crayon. Holy crap, Loris. I built 2 of the wrong fucking thing. Lol. Oh, shit. What am I looking at here, baby girl?
This is the thing I usually start off. Before I go into, like, full-on making a base, you can basically build it against the edge of an iron field.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you've already got electronic ones, just have a belt that goes across. And the only thing that you really need to do is supply, like, I think 2 chests with copper.
Mm-hmm.
So this chest in the middle here, you give copper plates to. That helps it make the research, and then you give some copper to this one over here, which then goes into making.
So you're just making the early factory easy, done.
Yeah, it's basically. I think the person I took the idea from calls it the jumpstart base because it makes miners, it makes belts, and you can swap the miner factory to make assemblers as well if you need to.
Okay.
And it also, it keeps research running as well, as long as as long as you've got power to make the cogs and you keep it stocked with copper, it will keep making red science without you having to really do anything.
Oh, I just noticed the. Did you mark those rocks down there as red?
I might have done when I was deleting the other half of this blueprint that we aren't using.
I was about to say, that is not an enemy base. Those are just rocks. Marked for deconstruction, yeah, you don't say.
To be fair, that's pretty much what we think of in terms of the enemy bases as well. They're all marked for deconstruction.
Peru, bestie. Oh my god, kill.
So that would get powered onto there.
No, yeah, Neil Gaiman's the kind of guy who can get a song stuck in your head, unfortunately. Told you earlier we were watching, me and my mum were watching the Good Omens show.
Yes, you did.
Season 2. I think Neil Gaiman's pretty great. Like, as an author and a person.
Yeah, he seems to not be a horrible person like some authors.
Like, when the late, great Terry Pratchett passed away, a bunch of sick, fucking deranged bigots were trying to hijack his, like, legacy and be like, if he was still alive, he'd be on our side. And Neil Gaiman publicly on Twitter, like, started listing all of, like, the very obvious trans allegories that, like, Terry Pratchett had put into his work. Like, Terry Pratchett's, I don't know if you know about the dwarves in Pratchett's work.
It depends, because some of them... I think the only ones I've read... Well, I say read. I think the only one that I've listened to as an adult was the first Discworld.
So there's this big sort of thing in, like, dwarven culture where, like, even the women are supposed to, like, present masculine, I think. But, like, it seems like this sort of, like, big movement or, like, taboo when one of them's just like, hey, I don't want to be this way. You have his autograph? He wasn't signing autographs when you met him, but you still got one? Like, Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman, right? They're two of my, like, favorite authors to, like, aspire to be like. Because they're just, like, kind. You know? Like, I don't ask for much, I just want people to be kind.
Well, yeah, I just want people to be nice.
Like, I'm not asking the world of people. I simply want niceness. You have 2 signed books? Yeah, my mum's a big fan. Oh, yeah, you have to provide coal to furnaces. Ugh, yeah, fuck. Fuck, yeah. Mm.
Yeah,
Right.
that's why there's little one, like, I put those 2 other coal ones that, do you think you can probably move them a little bit further down so they're easier to get to? But one trick, if you hold control and then just mouse over a furnace, it'll take all the stuff that's in it.
Ooh. I didn't know that.
So if you do with coal with these ones, it will take the entire stack of coal out. If you do it on a furnace, it will take out whatever product is done. So iron plates, copper plates, whatever. And it pretty much works the same for, I think, most assemblers as well. If you just like, so basically you hold control, click, and run past the line of furnaces, and it'll just take everything out.
Yeah.
Stuff I'm learning for when stuff I learned from when I was trying to speedrun this thing.
But I didn't know that the 2 characters in Good Omens are actually non-binary. That's really pog. Which makes an immense amount of sense because they're fucking angels. Or they care about gender.
Yeah, that does make a large amount of sense. So, you.
They've lived for like millions of years. They're like, shrug. Okay. Begin the belt.
So, you.
Boop, boop.
So first things first, we want this. That's sweet, sweet automation technology.
Oh, sweet, Lois. Automation. Yeah. Cheery on me. Cheery, cheery on me.
Shippy, shippy, shippy.
Boop. Where Richard goes back and forth between wearing men and women's clothes throughout various time periods as he pleases. He also said that they're both asexual, technically. Ace representation, Pog.
Yeah.
It's another thing about Neil's work. He do be getting that representation, though. He wrote, Anansi Boys, which is about... Thank you for the follow, PR Historia. It's about, the children of Anansi, the spider god. I think? I started reading it a little bit once, but I just couldn't get into it. It's not because I didn't like the book or anything, I simply hate reading. I don't have time for it.
It's the reason why I tend to do audiobooks. Granted, I've not been able to do audiobooks quite a lot more recently because of just now. I normally do, like, if I was playing a game, I would have that running.
Sleep time. Good night, Mono.
Hi, Mono.
Like, yeah, if there's not pictures on the book, I can't read it. Sheep, it's me. Is that you, Nox? Is that a tasty, crunchy lizard in my chat? Nom, nom, nom. You ever just eat a whole gecko?
No, I can't say I have.
You ever want to eat a whole gecko?
No, I don't think I have, actually.
You ever wanted to eat a man?
I mean, you do look tasty, but, I've been told I'm not allowed to eat you.
I got my weird, opinion. So, I've always kind of known that I was into guys, right? But I think a large part of my confusion growing up about that was, I have no interest whatsoever in, big, muscular dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's when everyone's, swooning over, guys in Hollywood, oh my god, Chris Pratt is so hot, or oh my god, Chris, or oh my god, Guy, he's so hot, look at Guy. I'm is he though?
So, yeah,
he's got kind of a bland face, and he kind of looks like he'd yell at me to shut up if I talk about the car.
Yeah, they sure look like people.
And that sure looks like American Generic and number 37.
Genericans.
Yeah. The Genericans from the planet Generic. That's how people write sci-fi.
Oh, yes, the world of hats. Everyone wears a hat here.
Welcome to Hat World. We are the hat wearers from Hatalon Prime. Just like people? Am I people?
It's one reason why I really don't like Star Wars. Because nearly every planet is like, oh, this is a forest planet. Everywhere is forest. No, that wouldn't fucking happen. Oh, this is a desert planet. No, that would happen, but everyone would be dead because it's a desert because there's no fucking water anywhere.
I got
But it's
some
like the
water for you
entire
right
planet.
here. Sniffle. Pet scrub.
Oh, you're becoming like Ace.
It's my first aceification arc. Okay. But no, me and Cheery decided we'd start playing Factorial because
We were going to talk about the TTRPG whilst we were doing it, but we've just been playing Factorio.
we can talk about that whenever the fuck we want.
True. That's why I'm
You know the
streaming
solution to the
early.
trolley problem? The solution to the trolley problem is that you don't get involved in the trolley problem.
Solution to the trolley problem is you just don't have a trolley.
The simple solution to the trolley problem is don't incriminate yourself. It's not your responsibility to deal with people's lives. It ain't no one's responsibility to deal with lives. Who cares if you could push a fat man onto the tracks to stop the trolley? Who cares if you could throw yourself on a track to stop the trolley? What matters is those 5 people got themselves now. You know what I mean? Every decision they made in their life led them to that moment where they're in front of the fucking trolley as it's coming, and they want you to be the guy who switches the track, kill the other guy. No, that blood's on your hands at that point. You leave them to their fucking fate. Maybe they shouldn't have been on the fucking tracks.
Oh.
Put me in a fucking moral dilemma.
You need to be wires. You need to have copper.
Anyway, the iron is now doing iron things properly. Every day, iron's getting closer.
Right. Bit of this was.
That's my genuine opinion on the trolley problem, by the way. I have the take of simply don't interfere. It's like with self-driving cars, oh no, we can't slow down in time. We're going to hit this old lady or we could hit these cats. And it's why are you stopping the car? The car has a set journey.
Yeah, it's not your fault the car has been set to ignore old lady.
Yeah, if the car is set to ignore old lady, then guess what? You swerving to hit a cat isn't the problem here. You taking control of the wheel and accidentally hitting the old lady while you try and swerve, that's your problem. The problem, right, is that Elon Musk built the Tesla. I'm sorry, is that Tesla built the Tesla. No, I don't take it back. Elon Musk is personally responsible for... And then I get sued. I get sued. Dude, what about a trolley ARG? And it's just analog horror, and it's here's steps to avoiding being in the trolley problem. Step number 1. If you see a trolley, please avoid the trolley at all costs.
And then as time goes on in the ARG, it's actually the trolley that is writing this, and the trolley is wanting you to get in the way because it's hungry for blood. If you are on the track, just lie there. It's calm, it's peaceful. Listen to the lovely dull hum of the rails.
And then you get one of the most
Don't
dull
look.
YouTubers on Earth being like, so what's happening here is clearly Vitrolli has taken over the narrative. This is incredibly dangerous, as it seems that in this universe now, Vitrolli is writing Vitrolli Problem for you. It wants to make the decision where it will take the most lives humanly possible, and it will not be content with just a few.
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean, on the one hand, I like that YouTubers do these things because it kind of brings them to people's attention. Like, I
Some
would
of
not
them
have
are just
known.
so easy, though.
Yeah.
Like, I would
But the
like
problem
if
is
some
that
YouTubers put a little more effort in. I don't want to sound toxic about that. It's just, I've seen so many content farms, you know?
yeah.
I'm not saying that I'm out here doing the most high effort, like, content creation in the world or anything. But, like, even I can see that turning on my camera every day, like, getting my voice to do that one thing and just going, so anyway, guys, and then just, like, explaining everything that I see for the next 12 minutes is just kind of a little lazy.
No, it's got to be 10 minutes and 8 seconds. So you're just over the 10-minute mark, but
Ooh,
not.
yeah.
But you got to be just over it to get those mid rolls. And then
Bitch,
you
I
need to
already
have
got
your
rolls.
then you need to make sure you have your clickbaity thumbnail with red circles and your shocked face on one
My
side of
ass would
it.
never do a red circle thumbnail. Did
Did you see it?
you see it?
On the right hand corner of the screen, you can just about see a strange little goth boy in the background. Now some
On the
say
right
he's
hand side of the screen, there's a tiny goth boy twerking. What is he doing with his booty shaking like he is, though? How he do that with his ass?
some say that is Washipa, but no one really knows for sure.
But no one knows for
Like and,
sure.
like and subscribe for more.
Give me your money and ad revenue. I am no longer playing around. This is a robbery. I will start killing hostages if I do not get more ad revenue. Imagine Chills robbing your bank.
Oh, that would be so silly.
Imagine Chills robbing your bank and you just laugh at him and then he fucking shoots you.
Put the
What are
money
you
in the
laughing at? Do you want to fucking play with me? Fucking die, bitch. Not laughing now, are you? And then he just hears a very quiet, but as it turns out, he was still laughing. Hey, Jerry. Hi, Brandy. Oh my goodness. Hi, Sheeper. How's my little holding today? Hey, yo, calm down. My mum watches these streams. You'd happily get killed so you could haunt the person who killed you. I would like to get, like, ghostified after I die, you know what I mean? I'd like ghosts to be real so that I can provide, like, haunting. Yeah. And a book. Okay. Oh my god, the iron fucking plate. It's like going zoom, baby. Mm-hmm.
So that would come in there, goes across.
What the fuck is this showing me up looking ass thing you're doing here? Oh, I know exactly what you're doing. Oh. Glorious, Cherry.
I know.
Wait. Why is my Twitch asking me to sign up? Is it bugged again? I'm literally signed into my Twitch right now. Dude. Do I like... What? Is this an incognito tab? Are you kidding me? Chat, let me know if I got shadow banned. That's not shadow ban. What's shadow ban? Shadow ban's when you aren't in the algorithm. I guess I got signed out. Shut the fuck up, sheeper. Alright, I have to remember my login. Oh, I don't have my password auto-completing.
Oh no. Now you gotta remember which of the passwords of all of the thousands of passwords
Opens the one password document that I have.
I always love the fact that it's actually just safer just to keep them written on a notepad next to your computer, because anyone that's trying to steal anyone that's going to be trying to steal your password is going to try doing it via the internet and via the computer. If someone's breaking into your house, their chances are they're not actually going to be looking for your password data. They want your TV.
I haven't updated my password document in 3 years, and I can tell this by the fact that I can't find my fucking password. Sheeper, sheepy, sheeper. Is it untitled, that one? Yep, there it is. Oh, fuck, I forgot I set up an authenticator app. That's useful. War never changes. You know a lot about war, don't you, Cherry?
I know that it never changes.
Oh my god, what does the authenticator app look like?
I think mine's Authy.
Got it. I use Google Authenticator.
I've got like 4 different ones I have to use for different things. It's really infuriating. Like, I have one that's just for work.
Full sleep, good night. Good night, Lochner.
Yay! The only thing I miss about this is I don't have the Disco Science mod.
God, I can't wait until you have to upgrade these furnaces down here. Did you fix everything up there?
Pretty much. I think I just need to add in some more coal to a few of these furnaces.
Yes, baby.
We've got this up here is making more.
Rich man begins war and a poor man pays the price. Okay, Sun Tzu, calm down.
That should be enough.
If that's actually a Sun Tzu quote, someone owes me 10 billion.
Sun Tzu quotes just sound like really. It's like.
Can I just search?
I've got it somewhere.
Last Sun Tzu quote. The last management advice from the Art of War. Okay. Though an obstinate fight may be made by a small force, in the end, it must be captured by the larger force. I know what that means, man. Fighting with a large army under your command is no wise different from fighting with a small one. It's merely a question of instituting signs and signals.
Yeah. I like some of them are amazing in the fact that it's just like, really, no shit. Like, if you can have the high ground, then you have an advantage. It's like, well, really, I wouldn't have fucking realized. No other commander in the history of the world has ever thought of this. Turns out having the high ground gives you the advantage. Even Obi-Wan Kenobi knew this.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, like, the Force? That's what he said. Don't listen to me. He said so in the movie.
Technically, he did.
Okay, hang on. Let me. Yeah, I might be saying it wrong, but he definitely said that.
We copy that. Upgrade the furnaces down here. What the fuck are you talking about? Just copy and fucking paste this shit.
I can't wait until you teach me how this works.
Yeah, for now, what you've done works. It's essentially it's the same thing you've done up here. It lets you chain them the way that I'm doing it, so we can have the exact same thing next to it.
Ooh, my balls itch. Sun Tzu, the Art of War. Ooh, Cheery, I can't wait for you to show me this.
So soon, we just need to make sure we get the next, because we need the splitters for it.
So I've been thinking about a druid. And renaming him.
Yeah, we're not making it shapeshift into a bear, much to everyone's sadness.
I've been thinking about renaming the druid to like a naturalist. I don't know. It feels like the druid doesn't belong in some places. My head hurts. Abe Lincoln. Did he really say that?
Is that just as he was shot in the head?
I can see it. The internet has decided his head just did fit. That's my favourite Lincoln moment. Hi, Smith. I'm Sheep Boy.
I'm gonna go and grab.
I'm taking my pants off. It's too warm. Abe Lincoln, second most open-minded president? For real, for real. You know, I can absolutely see another universe out there where Abe Lincoln got shot in the head and he simply got better. Like the dude who got the fucking, railroad spike.
Oh yeah, the Phineas Gage guy.
Phineas Gage. How's factory working? I'm letting Cherry work a little bit on the alley while I think about stuff. Cherry's gonna blow my mind in a minute, I'm sure.
And his penis. So that would come in from there.
Oh, Phineas, your gate sheep? A-hole? No, you can't make me act like a whore on stream like this. Shaking my head.
I mean, it's nothing new.
Yeah, I guess.
So we need more copper for that.
Someone tried to assassinate George Bush with 2 shoes? Real?
I remember they didn't try to assassinate, they just tried to throw the shoes at him and he dodged.
Oh. That's like saying that someone tried to assassinate Trump with a water bottle.
We need 4 of those.
Who throws a shoe at the president?
Go.
Fish, are you putting copper and iron right next to each other?
Yeah. Because that way it's really easy to funnel it into the things you need.
How does coal get into your equation?
That is what we're doing right now. So this coal would come over here.
Uh-huh.
And then we go... Oh, hang on, I need to shift this up one.
You better blow my mind.
So we
Sure, you better blow my mind.
And we put you there. And we split you there, and we put you there.
I'm seeing you, I'm seeing you.
Need to make a couple of extras.
I see you now.
And then we would do the same over here.
I didn't get you, but now I got you.
And now what you can do, because we've got the underground as well, is if we need more iron, we can just add an iron on here and move the iron belt around. If we need another one for copper, we can add another one area here for copper. And it just becomes a little bit more modular. And I think they're long enough. I think it's one belt can do 24 furnaces. Or 24 furnaces can fully outfit a single central belt for the output.
That makes sense to me.
Copper, so I'm going to dump that copper into here.
This sure will be great once we've got some copper.
Indeed it will. That's why I'm currently feeding the furnace to build us some more miners at the top. Although now that we've got all that stuff down the bottom, probably need to move all this. And we can make it a little bit better. But I'll be right back. I just need to go and grab a drink.
Burger. Chat, Cheery's gone. Cross the footer. It's me bouncing rocks at Cheery. Just take these out of the way. Build our furnaces. So I said prostate? I probably didn't. But I just did now. Let me see here. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing this if we don't have the thingy set up over there already, but whatever. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Chill out, relax, everyone needs to calm down.
Penis!
Not on my watch.
Well, no, in your mouth, maybe. I mean, what? Huh?
Huh? What? I don't know what a penis is, officer. I don't have one of those. Actually has penis. Like a boss.
Oh my god, that horrible time of the internet.
Did that age you a bit?
No, I just remember the time when that was apparently meant to be funny.
Says Epic Memes. Like a boss. Says
just think
lay Epic Memes.
one day that will turn up as an ironic joke, and it'll be funny again.
It is. I'm doing it right now.
How are we doing this week?
Why does the copper always exist like this?
Because copper's a pain.
And then you look back at the iron and it's never enough.
Need more wood.
Maybe you should go destroy some tree.
I am destroying some trees.
I didn't say trees.
There we go. That should be way more copper than we need.
Hey, baby girl. Say it back.
It back.
Is it? Penis.
Right. And another one you might not know. If you click to put down a power pole and hold and then walk, it will
I,
automatically
in
put
fact,
them
did
down.
know that.
Okay, yeah, just double checking. But I think if you do it when there's stuff that's powered nearby, it actually pays attention to what else needs power.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. And then we do. I mean, this is going to throw me because normally I have the copper above the iron, and I normally do these sideways, not downwards.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That's iron. And just to make sure we keep it going, we drop. Let's see. Oh, wait, no, I haven't spaced these out right.
Unbelievable. I'll never trust you again. And then... Oh. Oh. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, ho, ho, ho. I'm on back. Oh, ho, ho. It's the copper. It's inadequate. Posture check. But Molly, you can already see me sat on your lap. Why do you need a posture check? Is it because you want me to get comfortable some other way? Okay, fine, we'll put it in. The ghost of small Sabella inside of me. I think I'm joking, but he's haunting me. Like a gay ghost.
The gayest of ghosts.
Fucking hate Copper. Fuck Copper. All my homies hate Copper.
It is true, copper is horrible.
I'm Iron Gang all the way to the stars, baby. Can I get some hashtag Iron Gang in the chat? Mm. Mm.
I'm guessing you know about copying and pasting recipes between assemblers.
I've always just figured that I'd figure it out eventually.
If you hold shift and right click, it will copy the recipe, and then if you hold shift and left click on another thing, it will paste it over.
Do you believe the end times are coming soon?
They've been coming for a long time.
Do they have it coming?
I mean, probably.
Would you still go to McDonald's with me?
I'll always go to Mackie D's.
Gag. Huh? Knox? You want me to gag? Aw? Nah, I'm nothing like Sabella. I think I'm worse. I'm cheaper. Hi, Senpai. Hey, guess who just fulfilled the fucking power grid for the near future? I'm cheaper. I'm cheaper. I'm cheaper. I'm cheaper. You're literally cheaper. You keep telling yourself that, honey. God, one day I hope I'm as big as Disney. And that way, anytime someone unwarranted says I'm cheaper, I can sue them.
Ah, the way of Disney. The Disney magic.
They're gonna be like, I'm cheaper, and I'm gonna be like, I'm class action lawsuit. I'm just gonna be the worst kind of fucking ultra celeb. I'm gonna be like, how much do you like owning a house? I'll take that though, thanks. God, doesn't burning a bunch of coal to satisfy my factory's production needs just really appeal to the brainworms? Shireen!
Chippy!
Shireen! God, I'm so meh.
In from there. I want you to be those. And then to making this easier,
Bitch, what has you made? I zoned out for 1 minute. Did your ass just automate science?
not quite.
I was about to say, this is a grotesque, manky looking setup. This couldn't possibly be it. Hey, good news, the pollution isn't spreading yet.
Oh yeah, good news. I turned pollution off.
Oh. I was about to say, I'm gonna go work to change that.
Pollution's one of the most annoying mechanics in this game when you're just trying to have fun.
Girls just wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have fun. I hope that song plays at the end of Barbie. Not like the movie, like when she fucking dies. Yeah, Cherry turned pollution off by just going and sucking in all the air.
It's what I do.
It's what I do. It's what I do 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 do. Do what? Okay, Cherry, hear me out. Me and you have like a long romantic date, right?
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, I like get you a present while we're sitting at McDonald's eating 2 double sausage egg McMuffins, and it's just a tiny box. And when you open it, it's just got a collar in it.
Okay.
And the collar says "Factory Bitch." Now, if I said to you, "Hey, can you put that on right now?" Would you do it?
Do I get anything special out of it?
I mean, I'll have sex with you.
Suppose that's good enough.
Your Reptile Mortal Kombat 1 is very good. What the fuck is Mortal Kombat? Cheery, give me the rundown.
It's like combat, only it's to the death.
But it says Mortal Kombat. Mortals eat living beings. How does that work?
We see
You're literally
that's the
sheep, you're
fun
inside
part.
him, therefore you are him. That's not how science works.
Okay.
How many of y'all are in Cheaper? Cheery, Knox,
Multiple.
Brandy, like everyone, I think. Hey, can we get a show of hands who's not in Cheaper right now? And no one raises their hands. Nope. You literally am Sheeper. You're totally not Sheeper. I have the copyright. I don't have the copyright. Someone took the copyright for William Sheeper.
No, they did William Sheeper.
Yeah, that's what I said. But you can't tell the difference, which is why I'm definitely going to have to fight a legal battle in the future.
No, it's their fault. It's not your fault at all. They should have had, better sense.
Are you yes-manning me right now? Am I currently being yes-manned?
No. That would involve me caring. I have no stakes in the William battle.
You don't have any stakes in my legal battle?
No.
You keep saying that when I name drop you halfway through court, and you get a message in the mail that's like, you've been named in a legal battle right now, and we'd like you to show up in court.
And I'll say, I'm sorry, but no.
It's a legal summons. You got to accept, Shuri. Help me out. I'm gonna die. That was the last we ever heard from William Sheeper. Can you guys do me a favor? If I'm ever buried, right? Can you guys misspell my headstone as William Sheeper? I don't even get the William Sheeper.
Best can steal the stuff from the old shitty little factory, so we can reuse it all.
Uh, just thinking. Oh. Alright. How many furnaces can exhaust a belt of coal?
A full belt, I think it's like double what we currently have running.
Okay.
Because both of the belts currently are going quite manic. Granted, we could probably do with more iron going to this one. Because we've only got the 8. I think it's... Let's see what our weights... 15 items a second on the belt.
Mm-hmm.
And it's half per second per mining drill. So 2 drill, so we can get 15 on either side essentially to fill out a whole belt for if it's being constantly used and pulled off at the other side.
Okay. So what you're saying is we should probably do that.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 7 more.
Because you only need to have half the belt running.
Gotta build the
stuff to pull these down now, so let's pull all of that down.
Oh.
You also need to have at least one red belt, so we can one red inserter to make more red inserters. Need you there, gonna need you there, gonna need you there.
And I need you more tonight.
Hi, Smith.
Smith. Smith.
Let's see. Get that red there. Those there, and I think all of the major things that are going to make life easier for us to start with are working. We're making assemblers, we're making yellow and red inserters. We will be making more miners when we get more green circuits, but we are running out of... Hang on, let me do the same thing that I did for the... iron and drop this in there.
Alrighty. And then I do the Chirioni Classic. No, I'm joking. I go.
Some limits on these so we don't make way too many of stuff we don't need right now. Okay.
Then I do this. And then I do the smart thing that smart people do. That wasn't smart. Which means I must have missed a step. That's fine. I'll simply get it right next time. Oop. Huh?
So copper and so we do.
Now I need more iron so I can beat Cheery over the head with it until Cheery stops moving. Oh no. She have demolished the equilibrium of my beautiful iron machines. And then everyone cheer. No! It's fine. I simply have to figure out that one.
What have you done?
Nothing. Something.
And you know you can pick stuff off the belts, right?
Yeah. Almost had it. Look, when they dig my bones out of the desert in 10,000 years, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna say, he almost had it. Little Dorcas looking dude over there, he almost had it. He just needed a little push in the right direction. He was onto it. They might even say he would have got there on his own in a while. Hydrate? Not a bad call, Mala. Not a bad call. You sexy fuck you. When they dig your bones out of the desert, they'll be like, damn, the desert was thirsty. I don't get it. Time to sprint to the... Never mind, actually. That makes 2 power pylons. At 2, Cheery.
Et tu, cute.
Bitch, that was not a Roman.
Never said it was. Never said it was.
Bitch, you ain't never said before. How you be enunciating when you can't said? You say the nicest compliments is because I love you. I love you.
It's one side of the science. They just need power.
Alrighty. Schmaroni. What does the Schmaroni and Schmarioni stand for, anyway? And now that I think about it, whoa.
What is it good for?
What is it good for?
You know, I say absolutely nothing.
Ooh, a shotgun. I'm gonna go bless Cheery with that one.
then we filter you to go like that. All that in there.
I feel like my ass could not be a drug user in America. I get mad intrusive thoughts. And I would absolutely own weapons. I would simply, like, be sat there with, like, a weapon next to me, and I'd be like, dude, you don't think the... And then I would, like, blast a hole in the wall. Or I'd be one of those, like, deranged people who thinks they can build up a bullet resistance and just shoot myself in the fucking leg.
Yeah, as long as you do the small bullet first, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you gotta build up to it.
Got to build up your tolerances.
Yeah. Because famously, people can tolerate bullets.
Oh, yeah.
That one guy who had a railroad spike lodged in his head is because he didn't build up his constitution stat.
Well, no, that's
right
the thing. That's why he survived, is because he'd started off like putting needles in his leg. Into his skin. And then he worked up to like normal nails, and then slightly bigger nails, and then finally, when that massive spike went through his face, he was perfectly immune because he'd built up the tolerance.
You know what the weirdest thing about that story is?
That is true?
The massive spike that went through his head, it didn't even knock him out of commission.
Yeah, he's pretty much just like carried on talking, didn't he?
He went to his doctors after work, I think.
There's stuff like that happens nowadays, especially like with things like gas-powered nail guns. Because it's so fast and your brain itself doesn't have nerve endings, if it doesn't mess you up in a way that makes it obvious, you won't notice.
I think that guy, he randomly just like threw up halfway through like talking with his doctor too. And because of that, a piece of his brain just fell out.
I'm not sure about that bit. that sounds like someone's like, well, the story's not quite gruesome enough. Let's make him vomit up some brain.
No. Like he vomited, and because of the force that was being like on his head, like a bit of the brain from earlier like tipped out the side of it.
Oh, kind of fell out from where the hole was, and they're like, oh, you have actually got a hole in your brain.
Yeah. Phineas Gage got a ride back to the hotel where he phoned his doctor, who came and stitched him up. He got a ride back to the hotel. He wasn't immediately escorted back to the hotel like, oh my god, he's dying, someone help him. He wasn't like taken to his fucking like hospital room. He went to his hotel. And then he called his doctor up like, hey doc, kind of railroad spike somewhere unpleasant. And the doctor's like, what, your face? And he's like, yeah.
Oh, I was joking. I thought you meant it was on your anus. I thought you'd been doing some of those things that confirmed bachelors do.
Confirmed bachelors, not homosexuals, please.
Oh, he's a confirmed bachelor. He doesn't want a woman.
I fuck my hand every night because I'm a fucking confirmed bachelor. I can't even say classic asexual with Sheepa moments anymore. This is like a curse.
It is. It's just it's a shame.
So
gonna want you.
Phineas was chill about it, no panic whatsoever. But like, we know better these days. You know? Like, if someone suffered, like, a head injury, we're like, you need to see a doctor. You need to see a doctor.
But that's the thing. If you don't notice it, if it's not something that's so obvious that it's like, oh, I had a whole spike go in my head, it might have just been that he thought just, like, a small... Because wasn't it something like a thing of dynamite went off and that's what sent it flying? and it went into him. So he probably just like thought he got hit in the face by something. He was like, "Oh, that's smart," and then he was just fine.
You know what the
He
worst
didn't
part about
realise
that
something
story
went in.
was? He fucking Looney Tunes it. He didn't die, and then he like looked down into the hole like, I wonder what's going on here, and then like he got it fucking jammed in his skull. He fucking did a Tom and Jerry bit, like, huh? Why isn't the explosion going off? He road running that shit.
We have a bunch of the stuff automated, including red and green science.
I'm making belts for you, babe.
Okay.
Belts are a precious commodity in this society.
I'm also making belts down here, but we can never have too many belts.
Well, you're not going to dissuade me from my fucking holy duty, you know? Like, God has given me a mission, Shiri, and I will see to it.
Oh god, do I still have the blueprint for the really stupid thing I made the once that was just like way too many belts?
See, now, the thing that happened here, right, is what we call a case of convergent evolution. Because Shiri made belts, and I made belts. We made them at the same time, without thinking or really asking each other. So now you got...
Even about 5 minutes ago, I said, I've automated, belts, red inserters, yellow inserters,
I don't care to hear it.
assemblers,
Your liberal lies won't work on me, communist.
electric mines, splitters, and underground belts. Let's see. So the really sad part is my moles won't work, not fully anyway, because they're kind of built on my modded game. Because the upgraded version from that jumpstart base is the moles, and I've got a bunch of them set up. So the first one does infrastructure. I've got one that makes sort of the stuff for assemblers. You've got Mole 1 infrastructure, Mole 2 logistics, Mole 3 extras, Mole 4. I don't have the blueprint for at the moment because I haven't actually created it from the other world, which was military. And that just made like turrets and guns and ammo.
Can I create you from another world?
Unfortunately, I'm in this world, and this world, I don't like this world.
Too late, bitch. No takesies backsies. You ever... I always had this weird, like, thought in my mind, like, what if there's, like, a stat screen you get to choose at the start of life and you don't even realize it?
Then I was a fucking idiot who was like, oh yeah, hardcore mode, that's fine, I can totally do that.
In another life, you were a Dark Souls player.
Yeah, in another life, I was just a Dark Souls player that, was like, I love doing one-hit runs. Or no-hit runs, and, like, no-hit, 100% runs, all in one go, speed run, all that. And it's like, I do that all at the same time. It's fucking easy. And I chose to do it. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that in my next life, that's fine. And then they just forgot to transfer the skills across.
Just imagining speaking to, like God and stuff, and he's like, dude, are you sure? Like, really? Like, this is hardcore mode.
So So
Right.
it's not gonna be simple. Yeah, it's gonna be a pain. Are you sure you want to do this? Oh yeah, it'd be fine. Whatever, it's fine. And no, it's not. It's never fine.
Mm. Up, up, up. Look, who's making the stance screen here? You or me, bitch? Fine, go ahead. Don't come crying to me. It's like, I'm not gonna fucking come crying to you. It's like 2 seconds later.
Why did you let me choose this, God? Why?
Do you remember that person who sued their own parents for being born? That's highly relatable.
Yeah, it really is.
Like, people like, that's a little bit cringe, isn't it? And I'm just like, God. I
I mean,
get that.
if you grew up in the world like this, it's like I didn't ask to be here. I didn't ask to be this. I didn't ask for hard mode that we know of. So why would I be happy and thankful for being dumped here?
Like, I don't know. A part of me just, like, really respects that person who's just suing their own parents. Like, you know what? You chose a path. You chose a path.
And they did indeed choose it. Uh,
Okay. Yeah, Cheery's belt factory is as good as my belt factory.
I mean, it might be.
Ain't no way.
Granted, a bunch of my belts are also feeding the science.
Sure. Excuses is all I'm hearing. Okay. And then, boop. Boop. Hey, babe.
As
Yeah, think about what it is to be a conveyor belt.
sometimes.
Yeah, think about these.
Unfortunately, frequently.
I had to explain to my mother earlier what the fucking mommy meme was.
I know, it was hilarious.
It's one of the weirder moments of my life. She kind of pressured me into it, though. I was like, I can't tell you that. And she was like, nah, it's just unfair. Tell me. I was like, like, just a solid, oh no.
see, I was there for a good couple of minutes thinking, how could I explain this? And I was like, you know what? This isn't my job. It's not my job to explain memes to mothers. I'll let Sheepa do that. I have to explain memes to my mother. I have to explain why I have a weird T-shirt with a sheep face on it.
How did you explain that one?
I said, "Oh, it's a guy I know." And I said,
You said, "Oh, that's hit streamer sensation with Sheepa."
I mean, if you want to believe that I said that, you can. I mean, I didn't.
And then your mum clapped.
Yeah. And so did everyone. Everyone clapped.
Yeah. World peace was achieved.
And then even Einstein turned up and said, "That's amazing. I wish I could meet this with Sheepa." And then I got a harem of femboys that just appeared out of nowhere.
Okay, I made a belt factory.
And then I realised that wasn't actually a dream. That was just my follow list on Twitch.
Twitch.tv/cherry. Oh, is this a perfectly bounced factory? No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm watching my factory slowly unbounce itself. If it's any consolation, the belts, they exist.
See, one of the mods that I have is actually a thing that helps you calculate. You can say, I want a yellow belt full of this, and it will say, oh, in that case, you are going to need this, this, and this.
It just says to you, get a life.
Yeah, the way that the people have set it up is whoever made the mod set it up. It will say things like, you know, are you using regular furnaces? If so, you'll need this many. Are you using the steel furnaces? Oh, then you'll need this much. You know, you'll need this many of them to be able to do this.
The way they set it up is they had Brian Blessed come down. He was like, Gordon's alive.
And Gordon was, in fact, not actually alive.
No, he genuinely was alive, though.
I mean,
and then that woman said, Flash, for the, like, 40th time. And then she said, Cube. Defender of the Polyverse. Same energy. Weirdly. I've now optimized the fucking belt factory, and guess what? It's now running at peak efficiency. Belts are being churned out like you wouldn't believe. Are you proud of me?
I am.
I want you to look upon my work, ye mighty and calm. Wait, Cherry, what happened here? Oh, you just decided, I want steel.
Might as well.
So, here we realize, you know what? Top belts need more iron than the bottom belts do. Like 3 times the amount. So we did a little wacky. And then we realized that belts need a lot of gears in order to run. So we put a lot of belts down. But then we realized the machines weren't being fed enough. So we put, like, double the inserters down. And then we realized that the chest wasn't grabbing enough belts at the end. So we put this little circle around. Now they'll always have a second chance. which is more than you can say for people who live under neoliberalism. Wow, that was dark. Hey, baby girl. You like my belt factory? Wait, I wonder, can I? Are the shapes round enough to... Oh no, I think I can as well. You see where we're going with this?
Sadly, yes.
No, I can't. I can't do this here yet.
You can't summon him into this world.
How many coloured belts are there? 4, right?
Um,
That's like the minimum amount of colours you need to portray a Skrunk.
I think base is 3. Yellow, red, and blue. I think. I'm having to try and remember because, again, I have mods normally, and they have like 5 or 6 different belts instead of the normal.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we've got. Let's get the fast inserters, even though we're not going to need them. Let's get that because we might as well.
Cherry, come here. Come here, I'm going to chastise you.
You're going to chastise me. You're going to surround me with chest.
No, I'm going to chastise you. Come here. Bitch, you walked past my ass.
I was zoomed out.
What you call this then?
I call this. I had gone to go and get more wood to make things, and then you distracted me.
Excuses. God, tightly banned and gank cheaper. Huh? I need to stop reading my internal thoughts when they get commented in my head.
And there we go. Steel buffers up as well now.
So basically, at this point in the game, we've won, right?
Pretty much. I mean, it's just like another like couple of hours worth of technology and stuff, and then it's rocket, and then it's fine. I just really know that there's a goddamn Elon meme in this fucking game.
What?
You get an achievement if you send a car into space.
How do you send a car into space?
You put one into the rocket at the end of the game.
I should kind of not be surprised that these devs made an Elon meme.
But there is also a Douglas Adams meme in there as well. You put a fish in the rocket, and it just so long and thanks for all the fish.
We can get fish?
Yeah. And they heal you.
That's the first I fucking heard of things.
It If you look in the water, you should see them. Trying to remember.
I do. I could see him, Cherry.
Yeah.
Should I throw batteries in there? The ocean yearns for batteries, he'd recall.
And this is one of the reasons why I love the squeeze through mod, because you can't fucking walk around these things.
I mean, maybe that's because you got a big dumpy.
It's true, but you know what you're not thinking is maybe I bought you some fish.
I feel like a fucking rat. You left a trail of fish and I followed it.
I know, and it was amazing.
I mean, you can lead a fish to... You can fish a man... You can
fish a fish to fish man, but you can't lead a fish to man fish.
You can't mlem a fish. You can't go mlem and eat a fish.
I mean, some people probably would.
I fucking wouldn't mlem a fish.
I mean, there's people that like the idea of mermaids, so people out there wouldn't mlem a fish.
I like the idea of merbats.
Murder bats.
Irioni. I think I may wrap up here. And give you time to do your little stream if you want.
No, I'd probably stop as well.
We couldn't really come to any ideas today.
Well, no, it's because mainly we started playing and then we actually were enjoying playing, and so we just weren't really thinking, or at least I wasn't thinking.
I was kind of thinking, but I wasn't thinking good. But yeah, we started the basic.
We did.
We'll keep going tomorrow night. Nom, 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 nom. But yeah, man, sleepy. So I'm gonna wrap up here.
Oh yeah, it is 10:30, so we have been going for a couple of hours.
I'm gonna wrap up here, and I'll probably be on again tomorrow. I think I'm not gonna play Batman tomorrow.
Really?
I'm playing so much Batman.
I know you've been playing a lot of Batman.
I'm play anything but Batman. And maybe in the evening we can play Super Factory game.
Maybe.
We just talk and we chill and we play Factory game. Well, I love you. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye, Shipa.